Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to the live stream. It is I, Ominous Pigeon Master, Pigeonous Ominous Master, or Master Ominous Pigeon, or Master Pigeon Ominous. I have once again returned to do another part of the stream, and hopefully with some friends, because I see Castle Ness. Hello, ha! Welcome back to the stream. It's good to see you.
Yeah. How was your dinner? Fine?
It was delicious. It was chicken and nuggets, but with some really nice potatoes and these things. They have a Chinese takeaways that I can't remember the names of, but they're basically mushrooms but covered with deliciousness over them. Yeah, it was nice. Believe me. I don't usually like mushrooms, but I make an exception to them.
Yeah, I had quite a student dinner this time, so I will not detail what I was eating.
I mean, I've never had any of the
So,
French
what
dinners.
is the next category?
The next
What about
category?
French?
Well, I've had like the typical stuff like the baguettes we have in Britain, but not like
No. As a French guy, sometimes I like to eat Chinese, sometimes I like a burger, sometimes I like a pizza. We are not just eating baguettes.
I thought. No, believe me, I thought the same thing.
It's so cliché.
I know it is, but I still like. I know that people from other parts of the country, of the world, sorry, like they have their they probably have a mixed amount of different things, like McDonald's and Burger King and Chinese takeaways and curry houses, but the idea is still extremely funny. I guess we should get started then, Castle, since we are currently at 4 viewers.
So,
and
the first track
yes,
is Nitro Furano with a very complex description, which is ... So I will say the name of the track as 112 because it is more funny with 21. And yes, maybe it's time to start streaming the track.
Yes, indeed. Let's go. And that was Nitro Furano with 112. A bit repetitive and simple, but I liked it. It reminded me a bit of the theme, the music that is on the Wii menu.
Actually, I didn't have a Wii.
Well.
But I'm sure you are right.
Let me take you back to
I'm quite joking.
ago.
We had a Wii at work, but yes.
No, back when the Nintendo Wii was out. It's a shame because the Switch, I love the Switch, by the way. It's a great console, but it doesn't have like the sort of music that used to appear on the Wii. I miss that. I miss how stylized it felt. But moving on from that, we have Radom Lee with Ignoble. Another very interesting description. Noble Ig.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. I don't know what that means either.
IG?
Like noble?
Ignoble?
Maybe?
Noble.
Noble.
Ah, yes, but it's just a switch between the first two letters and the others. So, ignoble, noble, ig.
The first two letters? Yes, absolutely, I agree. I know exactly what you mean. Let's listen! Ignoble!
Okay!
No joke, I really want to learn how to do NES PC X801 FM efficiently at one point because nice FM tones, and indeed that was a good track. That was Ignoble by Radam Lee. Felt Halloweenish to me.
Yeah. I will not say it was cool or else because the player was not working for me. I could not listen to the song, so I'm really sorry. I will not speak about this one.
Ah, haha, that's happened to me as well. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
maybe.
So we can move right along to Toby Comey's track, which is Journey Awaits Us. YM2608 OPNA. This was fun to make. I bet it was. Not a lot of description core track entries so far, so hopefully there's still some to come. I do love me a good bit of description core. But let's listen to Journey Awaits Us. Hopefully your player won't decide to go on the route for that one.
The work is still
I didn't mean to cut you off there. Sorry, Cass. But that was Toby Comey with Journey Awaits Us. Loved it. I think I'd heard this one before, actually. I think I'd heard the last one before as well. Well, yes, I see. If you can't access Battle of the Bits right now, then you probably can't
yes.
get a good idea of
I
the
have
track
some
sound
issues.
like.
Yeah, but this is Toby Comey. I can say it was a good song, really catchy. But honestly, I will just say nothing because I was not able to listen it.
No, I expect a very detailed description on how the track was, whether you've listened to it or not, and you better
maybe
deliver.
you can talk a little.
Well,
I think this will not last too much, so maybe you can talk a little the time I access Battle of the Bits and listen the next one.
Well, it sounded like.
So, can you describe? Interesting exercise. Try to explain how was the music for you, like if I was deaf. You see, deaf.
Well, I could tell you that. Well, I'd have to text it to you then because you wouldn't be able to hear what I was saying.
Translate.
But let's suppose
Yes.
that you're deaf just when music plays, and otherwise you're totally fine and can hear properly. Then I'll tell you that it was very VGM-y, as Toby Comey tracks often are, which I love. I love that kind of style where it sounds like authentic old video game music. I think it sounded a bit like Valis. The Valis series music, if you've ever heard that, but it sounded like you had slaying creatures with swords and going on an epic adventure.
Okay, it came back. Say, I can hear music now.
Good. Can you? I will give you the next entry to read if you wish.
Okay, so it is Funute, Wrath of Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe has a chip on his shoulder with you and demands battle. PC Engine was looking lonely when I started this, so I figure I'll throw in a rather quick entry. Also, balancing the levels on all the channels was a bit tedious, so hopefully it turned out okay. Bamboo Tracker version 0.4.2.btm, whatever this means, and I will not say the links. Let's listen the track.
Let us go. That was Wrath of Sloppy Joe by Fanoots.
Yeah, and now I can talk because I listened to the track.
Yay! The value of ears.
That was energetic, pretty cool. Not what I was expected from Funute, maybe because of the other entries, but more in your style, something more catchy. But yes, pretty cool.
Yeah, it was definitely in my style as well. I mean, I like a lot of varied styles, but like the style I go for the most on Battle of the Bits had that kind of VGM sound again. Oh, hey, Pastel Blue, good to see ya. Boom. I guess we shall go on to the next entry. Oh, and again, as always, I want to keep saying thank you to Corel, because you are fighting the good fight and always making those tracks. Thank you indeed. We have a collaborative effort now. Do you want to read this one, Castle?
Yes, why not? Let's listen. Marshmallow Trampoline collab with Tennisers. This was my first time using Bamboo Tracker, so big thanks to Tennisers for helping and also just making this song with me. Don't forget to bounce before it starts. That's fun because yes, Bamboo Tracker, it's good to have some help trying to do your first Bamboo Tracker sometimes. And I can't wait to listen this. Viravax plus Tennisers, that probably sounds very cool.
Yes, I'm sure it'll be very cool indeed. I'm looking forward to it too. Let's listen. And that was Marshmallow Trampoline by Rivax and Tennyson.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
That was awesome.
I loved it too.
Sorry.
No, absolutely.
My favorite console was a Genesis, so this FM was just delicious for me. Maybe too harsh for some other people, but that was so nice.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
But
I love it too. The chord progressions. When I said bouncy, I was expecting it to be extremely dynamic and fast paced, but it was a really good. There was a lot of breathing space in there, which is nice.
yeah, that was more chill than dancing song. I mean, there was something else that made me cry because he say it was his first bamboo tracker. My first bamboo tracker was not sounding like that. Huh?
Hey, I mean, I couldn't make anything that good for my first either. That is an impressive feat of engineering right there. Like, well done.
This is a major entry, not no HB, but still, this is a great good first track with bamboo tracker.
Absolutely is. Oh, and hi, Sloopy Goop. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We are currently on, just in case you are unsure, but you probably know, we are on the NES. No, sorry, not the NES. The NEC PC X801 FM format right now. Next up, we've got Garvelf, who's, I think, entered this competition once or twice before, with Irvin's Pavane, I think it's pronounced Pavane. A composition I've made yesterday for the classical guitar and turned into chiptune with MML and PMD98. I don't know what those two things are because I'm not very knowledgeable with chiptune converters, but if we somehow converted it into chiptune, then I'm very impressed and interested. So I guess we'll take a listen to what Garvalf's done. And that was Garvelf with Irvin's Pavane. Yeah, had a kind of minor sound to it.
Yeah. As I said, it reminds me of Golden Axe, because that low sound, those bass, yeah, pretty enjoyed this one too.
I see what you mean. It sounds like the first Golden Axe's music. Did you ever?
Yeah.
Did you? Maybe I asked you this before, Castle, but I kind of forgotten. Do you grow up with the Genesis, right? Like me.
Yes, that was my favorite console.
Like Echo the Dolphin and Golden Axe.
For example, yes, Street of Rage. Every games I had was impossible to forget. You see,
of course, naturally.
That was dope. In every kind of games, that was very enjoyable. And I had no Nintendo console until the Game Boy, I guess.
Oh, so you were like me. You had, because I primarily had the Game Boy, and then later on I got well, no, the Mega Drive was my sister's, and then I I got that it was kind of inherited to me full on when she moved house. But I played it a lot before then,
Mhm.
and the Game Boy was my first console technically. But and I've heard other consoles besides that, but those are the two I mainly played up until the Game Boy Advance and the DS. You know, like she had a Game Gear and whatnot, but they're kind of hard to get to play those. I'm assuming you also primarily had a Game Boy and a Mega Drive then.
Yeah,
Mm.
at the time, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good combo. You know, that way you get both a Nintendo console
Yes.
and a Sega one. Hey,
Because-
Trist, welcome on board.
Hey.
How you doing? I can hear you guys now.
Ah, good. That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
Welcome back.
I was silent before. We were listening to music on the radio. Glad you can hear me now, and hopefully.
Oh, you probably heard me talking like.
I heard you talking a little.
Bad.
No, it's all right.
Maybe that is your turn to talk. Maybe you can read next description.
Yes, I can link it to you if you want.
Where we at?
We're at. Let me link it. We're on NEC. So tempted to always say NES, but this is the entry to Yuzu.
Yuzu. All right. Let me get there real quick. I just restarted my computer, so it's. All right, we got driving around at night. Short tune for this time, for a short period of time. Unfortunately, this is the last entry, but I'm not sure why still losing my mind. And see you at Spring Tracks, based on the game Driving Simulator in 1998. An excellent build tracks with extra features based on Japanese. Now to the challenge. Story modes include visual scenes, but however, you need a keyword to unlock 18 plus visual content, not safe for work version. But these pictures are different. Also, nude scenes are removed from public version. 16 plus. Never mind. This release of the game was available. My screen just went blank. It was available on Steam and PC 98 discs. And there's a little emoji. There's a little sweat emoji on the bottom.
I've never played Driving Simulator 98.
I have no idea how it will sound.
But I'm interested now, so let's take a listen.
Yeah, it sounds like an interesting video game.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Why does Yuzu have to make such great tracks that just are like under a minute long? That was Driving Around at Night by Yuzu, and you know, I love the chords and the melody. It felt all happy like. I can't remember what it reminds me of, but I'm trying to think. But there are Mega Drive titles it does make me think about. But
It reminded me of an OPM track.
well, it makes me happy because I like it, and the fact that you like it means that yes, no, I'm glad. I liked. Love the glockenspiel.
That was fun. A little short again. That's pretty sad because major are also a good occasion to do sometimes more ambitious things. But he said it was a last track, so maybe he had no time left to do this. So yeah.
That's very possible indeed. Yeah, that's probably the case. Who is Secret Master 7? There can't be this many masters on Battle of the Pits. But next up we have... do you want to read Ye Entry Out, Tristendo?
Oh, it's my entry.
It's your entry.
Yeah.
All right, this one's called Dreams of Striking It Rich. And it asks you the question, what would you do if you struck it rich?
Cha-ching! I built my pigeon empire to the point where we could take over control of the world even quicker.
What would you do, Castle Nest?
If I was rich, good question. But probably giving away and being not rich a few days later.
You know what you'd do? You'd give it all to Ness because dragons like
I don't know.
dragons like treasure, and then he'd have all.
And they don't share.
Dragons don't share.
Blue
But
Noct
they happily
will
take.
understand he will not be paid. After his first month, Blue Nocturne will understand he will never get paid.
Well, let's take a listen to Dreams of Striking It Rich by Tristendo. Well, Tristendo, very nice. That was Dreams of Striking It Rich. Loved it. Loved it indeed. The chords were very beautiful. Very good FM.
Thank you.
Yeah, I stopped doing something else. I took my whiskey bottle on for real, true story, and I took my glass of whiskey. That was a pleasure to listen to this one. I have a feeling of synthwave. The drums were good. That's funny in this format. How good are the keys on the basses?
Yeah, I love the bass on
But
FM.
it's funny. This is quite logical. E-piano sounds very good with some FM on basses. Yeah, are more punchy. That's pretty cool. But that track was longer, really cool. Congrats! I think I will give you a good good vote on this one.
Thank you.
Likewise. I
like
thought
this
the
one.
E-piano was great.
Delicious.
Yes.
You guys should do some more Bamboo Tracker because the
Is
ABCPM channels.
Is Bamboo Tracker what you use for NEC?
Yeah.
Yeah, next time it becomes an option, we'll have to do a collab together or something. I definitely got to start
Alright.
entering and learning Bamboo Tracker and whatnot. And usually the best way to do that is to do a collab, I find. So next time it becomes an option, it probably won't. I don't know. I'd be awesome if it was in Winterchip, but I don't know how often you have the same format appear twice. Usually, I don't think it happens much. It's a really well-known format. Or if it's NSF, but that's they're technically different formats. Next entry is by the Supremo Sama of Battle of the Bits himself, the creator, the Grand Vizier of the battles. It is Baron Noxbury with NEC dub attempt mix. Wow! Bamboo Tracker is cool, a bit of learning curve because it's not exactly Family Tracker, made instruments from scratch, but holy shit at rhythm section for free. And I can just turn the SSG into free square waves and forget about it. This format / tracker rules. Very interesting stuff. Curious what the Baron has made. Let's take a listen. I don't know what to call like Baron Nox core, but it's interesting. It's very original, and it was like Alex Kidd goes to hallucinogens land.
I like that dub stuff. It's really good. That's perfect dub.
Yeah, me too.
But that was pretty pure core also. I think in a blind test I could recognize this one pretty easily.
Yeah, what you mean? Who is the Baron Noxbury entry? Well, he's the penultimate because we have one last entry of the 10. That's funny. I just noticed NEC and Sega Genesis both have 10 entries, considering they're both FM formats of the highest rate. Yeah. This is Anaconda Zone. It's a collaborative effort between Svipple and Teal. Let's take a listen. Wow, that was Anaconda Zone by Svipple and Teal. Interesting. I don't really know how to describe it, but it was interesting.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty.
Cool,
that
yes,
was an
but
interesting
I
piece
will-
of art there. Applaud you too.
I wish I could offer more of my
But
own
I
personal
like-
opinions.
Well, I like the theme. The
words
theme
to
was.
describe it.
I think the
I
theme.
like it, but yes.
I heard some of the. I like
Sorry.
Big Butts and I Cannot Lie samples in there.
Hmm.
Did you hear those?
The samples, yes, I heard the samples. Melody-wise, probably could have been stronger, but it was interesting. I guess we'll move along to the Sega Genesis format, and I'm very interested to see what comes out of this format as well.
I have a second. I have a connecting track that connects directly with my PC 98 track
Oh,
on this one.
you have a sequel piece.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. The Simple Pleasures in Life, I presume. One of the last. Oh, it's the last entry of this, so we might come to it before the stream finishes. But first, we've got Zip Disc 2Z Italo Disco RPG. Let's take a listen to 2Z by Zip Disc. I'm not sure if I've heard any of this Zip Disc stuff before. Let's go. And that was Zipstick to Z. Honestly, I I liked it more than I expected I would. It had some very like Sega sword journey fight thing feel. I don't know. Apparently, I've become really bad at explaining things today, but it reminded me of a sword adventure. Guy goes out and fights creatures, like Duel Master. I guess.
High energy, high impact.
Yeah. I think it had the Duel Master base, which they also used for Valis 4. But no, it was really cool. What did you think, Castle Trist?
I like the beat of it.
Interesting combination.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
Oh, okay. I like the bass.
Okay.
The bass beats. I liked them a lot. Really felt like high energy.
Completely agree. It had that signature kind of FM. Again, it reminded me of Duel Master.
Yeah.
Because the bass is similar to that.
I really enjoyed that one, and this bring me back in the days. I mean, it's really sounded like a Genesis game, and yeah, that was really, really cool and nostalgic for me. Also, I'm quite surprised because this Bobber has only one medal. I was expecting something like a wall of medals. Listening this one, I hope he will earn something, at least a can or a bronze, if not better than that, because the track is longer. Really, really cool. Put it work inside, so I hope this will pay.
Absolutely, just 6 entries. Only been here since December of last year, so I do hope you'll make more stuff. But I guess we'll go on to the second entry, which is another strobe entry, which means naturally, I'm sure there'll be overclocking, especially by the title, which is System Wraith. No description, just the ominous name. So we'll take a listen. System Wraith.
Engaging level 2 diagnosis. Scanning unknown blueprint. Molecular structure identified. Assembling neurons in progress. Activating connection to entity. Engaging level 2 diagnosis. Scanning unknown blueprint. Molecular structure identified. Assembling neurons in progress.
And that was, as I expected, Strobe Core at its finest with System Wraith. And I can't hear anybody. Are you both still there?
Yes, yes.
Ah, good.
I'm here.
Vombot, what did you
Yeah.
want to know? What do you want from me, Vombot? Yeah.
Maybe something you want to say in private.
I
Dude,
thought
that was crazy.
did you ever play the Batman Mega Drive game? I guess there's a few, but there was
Yes.
one that had a very, very intense soundtrack. It reminded me of that.
Sense of bass.
Hmm.
The one with the sense of bass. Soft?
The what? No, the
Sorry.
overclocking reminds me a lot of it reminds me a lot of the Batman title that was on the Mega Drive.
To be honest, I had no game when I was younger that sounded like a Strobe soundtrack. Let's be honest.
It's very impressive stuff. Moving right along from that.
That was impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, Strobe's skill
Yeah,
is
it was
always
great. That was a lot of fun to listen to. All right, I'm gonna be headed out.
Are you? Yes, we should. Do you want to listen to yours before you go, or have you not got time?
I could probably fit
Yes,
it. If
we
you want to do it
will.
real quick, we could do it. It's a short track.
Okie doke.
Thank you.
It is. You should. I'm assuming you want to read off your description and title.
Let me get to it real quick.
Got to be first, Castle.
Yes, I'm faster.
All right, just simple pleasures in life. Even if you strike it rich, you have nothing without the simple pleasures in life. That's all I have to say.
Well, hopefully this will be a pleasure. I expect it will to my ears. Let's take a listen. It's the simple pleasures in life. That was really relaxing stuff. You've made 2 entries that are both FM that have this really chill vibe, and I can appreciate that indefinitely.
Thank you.
You can't say anymore you are the Nintendo guy if you do something good with Genesis.
Yeah, I'd love to do an FM collaborative effort with you, Trist. That was good stuff. Congrats to ye.
Thank you. Yeah, they both use the same FM patches. Even
Ah, that makes sense. Like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, I understand you've got to go now, so it's been a pleasure to have you.
I thank you for having me here.
No, not to worry.
You guys
Thank
are
you
doing
for
a good
coming
job
along.
here with the stream.
We'll probably won't be a too long a stream, to be honest. Maybe I'll go through Commodore 64, or maybe we'll leave it at the 20
Yes,
entries.
do it.
Maybe. Whoa. Depends how much time we've got, and depends what I've got to do. But considering we've got 4 days as of right now, then considering the entries we've got left, we could probably go all the way from Commodore down to Commodore VIC-20 in just a day, and that would leave us with a whole day to do Wild Chip all 2, which is 43 entries. To be fair, it's a lot. But yes, let's see what we
You're
do.
gonna be getting back to voting tonight.
Huh?
Gonna be getting back to voting tonight.
Nice.
So I can catch up.
I think as long as I can be down to Wild Chip, as long as we can be down to Wild Chip, by the time we get to by the end of tomorrow, then it'll be good. That'll leave us 2 full days to do that format, because it may be nice to split that into 2 halves with how many entries there are. Not sure. We'll find out. But as for right now, we've got. Goodbye, Tristan
Peace.
Endo. I assume you have to go this second.
Yes.
I don't want to. I'm not saying bye to
Yeah, good
force you
luck,
to
you
go. I
guys.
just assume you've got to disappear
Goodbye.
after this entry. So it's
Yeah,
been a
good-
pleasure to have
I gotta
you.
go back to work.
Work
Peace.
minus
Nice day.
Working for the man.
the man. The human Nintendo is working for the human Super Nintendo. Next up, we have Nitro Ferrano with another track of his called One, which I thought you couldn't name entries the same. Huh. Ah, well, Nitro definitely likes their numbers, so let's take a listen to One by Nitro Ferrano. Well, that was a true masterpiece. That was One by Nitro Ferrano. What did you think, Castle?
Well, let's say this is not my favorite Nitro Furano of this battle.
yeah. I kind of expected that response.
You did. Yeah, but you still asked the question, so I have to answer and be honest. This is not my favorite Nitro Furano track for this entry. A bit short also. That's not because it is Nitro Furano we should say otherwise.
Of course not.
But
Well, next up we've got Randomly. It seems quite common that Nitro Furano is followed up by Randomly. It's happened before, I swear. But it's Ronky Stomper. Sometimes you stomp the Ronkel, and sometimes the Ronkel stomps you. We'll take a listen. Let's hope that we don't be the stompled. stuff. That was Ronkel Stomper, Ronkel Stomper. Had an Arcadian kind of vibe to it. Lots of energy. What did you think?
Wow, that was really cool. I like the raises. I like the portamento he did. That was just really balanced, really cool, pretty well mixed. So yeah, really enjoyable.
Yeah, the mixing is good.
I was expecting. This is quite something you not always done correctly in FM. So yeah, the mixing is a good point here.
Oh yeah, with using the VRC 7 so much, I can appreciate the effort it takes to make a good mix. Can be underappreciated, because I mean, I'm not sure if that's just because the VRC6, it's working with the 2A03 as well, so that adds other difficulties. But then again, I suppose the Mega Drive's working with the SN, so the SN7, so it has the same difficulties.
But I was more speaking about the mixing like in a DAW, because the balance between the bass and other elements is the way you still hear the bass even when there is a lot of things going on. The mixing was pretty well done so that makes the whole track even more interesting, even more cool to listen.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. All the range of instruments were all clearly audible. So well done on the mix.
And these sweeps, these portamento and sweeps were delightful.
Yes, I thought the same. Would you like to read the next one off, Cass? It's by Atlas Moth.
So, Atlas Moth, let's see. The Small Snow Sanctuary. First of all, 1 point for the winter theme. Okay, a thing I did before, but it's winter theme, so I thought we not put it here. Why not put it here? Sorry. It's my longest chiptune to date so far, and none of my recent works are longer, so enjoy it while you can. Okay. Let's enjoy it then.
It is a Small Snow Sanctuary. So personally, it reminded me of, and don't take this in a bad way. Think of it in a good way. It reminded me of the music from some of Sonic 4. Some of the more major happy tunes. Lots of use of the major scale I could clearly see in that track. Very little use of minor, I think. So that was small.
When you say
Snow
Sonic
Sanctuary
4,
by Atlas Moth.
when you say Sonic 4, you want to mean Sonic 3D Blast?
No.
Right?
I'm thinking of the music. I'm thinking of Splash Hill Zone, really, with its very major sound, and its use
I
of bass triad chords, which I think Sonic 4 Episode 1 had a lot of. But no, I love, of course, I love that snare and kick. I use them quite a lot myself for that same reason. The Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 snare and kick. What did you think?
To be honest, I was more enjoying the track than analyzing it. I was just chilling with my glass. So no, that was a pretty cool track. Very, very Sonic.
Oh yes,
Sonic Core. So I'm sure you loved it.
Of course, you know me.
I played all the Sonics on Genesis. I played them a lot, and I love this kind of music. So yeah, that was fun for me too.
Oh, naturally, I'm glad that you are enlightened by such things, Castle. We have a heavy hitter next, and I think I've heard this one before. Yes, this is Frenetic Falls Zone. I mean, look, I was going to say that I know this is a good one already because I've listened to it, but really, I know this is a good one already because it's a Carl track. Now, if it's a Carl track, there's not much odds that it's going to be a bad track. So this is by KGB525, who we always call Carl. I don't know if we've ever actually called him KGB525. Running through the beautiful yet chaotic reef while jumping on badniks' heads. Sequenced in Devil Mask, loops at 1 minute and 19 seconds. I've always noticed with Carl is that the looping time of the songs are actually very much in spirit with how long it usually loops in an actual Sonic game, so it feels very VGM cool for that reason. I came up with this groove during a 1 hour battle and thought it would be fun to turn it into a full-blown Sonic tune. Enjoy! I'm sure we're both going to enjoy this, Castle. Let's take a listen to Frenetic Falls Zone. And of course, as you'd expect, Frenetic Full Zone by KGB525. Excellent stuff. Felt very genuinely like a Mega Drive title, a Sonic Mega Drive title. Lots of high energy.
You know what? I think this track is for you, so I will just let you all my time, do your thing, and speak about it as long as you want. Because this is your kind of track this time.
As always, I love the bass card producers. I mean, there's several different types of Sonic bass. That reminded me more of Sonic Freestyle, bit of Marble Garden-y kind of bass. The leads are really distinct in Carl's stuff, yet the chords are played in a beautiful way. I love the sound, the choices of sounds are used. The use of DPCM samples, great usage. I loved it. I really do. I think the song structure varies enough that it remains. You could loop that indefinitely for as long as the zone, as long as you are on the zone. I noticed about 3 different sections before it loops back to the main point. It's very good stuff. Round of applause to Carl as always. As always, it seems to be. Oh, well, after Carl, we have encountered a collaboration between... I don't think I've ever seen Osplum collaborate with someone outside the Hospital Boy crew. This Tennis's and Osplum. Very exciting.
I think this is not the first time.
Is it not?
I will check during the track.
Would you like to read this one off? Oh, there's nothing to read off. Never mind. I don't know if he's done... I don't know if he's done one before.
No, you were right.
Is it the first?
I think so.
Well, interesting stuff. No description, but this is a momentous occasion. Osplum plus Tennis's with Rutterbagger. So let's see what interesting potential this will lead to.
Cool because you can hear some tennisers and I will try to read it again. How do you say it? PLSM?
How do you say what? Sorry.
The name of OPSLM? OSPLM. Okay.
Oh, Osplum. I think.
Hospital Boys.
That's how yes, hospital.
Osplum. Okay. So yeah, you can hear both of them, and this is cool because you have a bit with the more chaotic thing Osplum do. And